Alrighty, so here we are playing some more Tropico 6. We're gonna go with a communist dictatorship for the series. And now if you've been following the channel, you might be wondering why I'm restarting, why I didn't post anything yesterday. And the reason is that I completely ruined the previous attempt. And so Rebellion was just too all over the place. I could never catch any breathing room. And then I ended up actually losing the game, which it's been a long time since I've lost like an island on Tropico 6. And then what made it even worse is I spent like a couple hours trying to get the next recording and I ended up failing, losing the island, and then I decided to revert back to old saves, and no matter which one I went to, it was just always completely doomed. And so I came to some pretty important realizations, and so we're going to restart this series and we're just going to build it up better. Taking the $200,000 starting money, and I actually did this intro more than once today. Reason being is that I tried to set up the island a couple of times, and so everything's going to be streamlined. So I know exactly what I want to do, exactly how I want to have things set up. So let's get into the building. I was checking around real quick for areas of a decent beauty, and over here across the water, we have this little cove here. So eventually we're going to need to build a Teamsters port here anyways, so I figured it would probably be a good idea to get a Teamsters port down right now and just start moving over to the taverns. Previously I was just slapping down the taverns amongst all of the... I wonder if this is still in the area. Previously I was just slapping down the areas, kind of just like in the middle of these... Oh no, we need to cancel it. No. Oops. We need space for the road. But previously I was just kind of slapping them down without really thinking, and that was definitely not ideal. We're going to relocate the palace as well as our food source out of the way for right now. And let's go ahead and relocate these buildings all out of the way right now. And then I'm going to demolish literally everything, even that current housing. It would be more ideal to just relocate these buildings, but I want to get the footprint completely dialed in. And so when it comes to communism, I'd also like to relocate this. So when it comes to communism and building a population of poor people, something that you can do so I just want to get these roads down real quick. Something you can do is build up bunkhouses, and 3 bunkhouses in a row can be replaced by a total of 2 tenements. So we'll build 3 in a row here. So that's 2 tenements there. And then we'll need 3 here for another tenement. And then back to this design here. So this is going to be the new city block that I'm going to start building for this build. Go ahead, and so it's a total of 6 by 6, 7. Okay. Let me double check, make sure. So 1 tenement here, 1 here, 1 there, 1 here, here. Okay, so this is going to be the new design that we're going with. And then I can start fitting in just various other buildings amongst all of this. And so that'll be pretty nice. So this is going to be the new city blocks here. Much more clean, much more thought out than previously. Go ahead and re-demolish these. And now we can start fitting in our old buildings. So let's start with the first church here. We'll build it right in the center. We can get a construction office. We'll build it here. And then we can move a Teamster's office and we'll put it here. Okay. This is looking much nicer already. Let's go through, change all the wages. Change all the work modes to what exactly we want. Make everyone poor in the first era. And I would like to have my plantations set up before moving any further. I want to keep everything like above 90 at least. Well, as a matter of fact, you know what would actually be more convenient, I think? If we build up one more city block, so it's 7. There's 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me double check all of this. So there's the 2x2, 3, perfect. Alrighty, so this is going to be the original footprint of our first little island build here. And what I'm going to do is make this area entirely for solely producing food for the population. Can we get a coconut harvester down? Oh, we can get coconut harvesters over here. That's pretty good. We'll build 2 of these. Oops. Cool. So now we have coconuts. We'll build some fishermen's wharfs as soon as we're able. And then we'll build up all of our food crops. So that'll be pretty nice to see get done. Lots of corn can be built out here. Let's check the overlays for corn, bananas, nice, pineapples. Okay, very good. I do like the way this is all set up so far. Yeah, I want to do a number of like mega plantations around. Okay. And then we'll just mix in some manure spreaders. So first and foremost, it'd probably be most ideal to set up a number of ranches around, wherever we can fit them in really. Looks like we can fit in a total of maybe 4 cattle ranches here. So let's get the cattle ranches down first. Nope, only 3, that's okay. Let's get all the ranches down, and then we'll focus on building up our crops. Let's move our first corn plantation to maybe here. We'll leave it on multiculture for now. Definitely not amazing to be doing that whenever we don't have more plantations on the same work mode, but we'll make it work for now. And then perhaps we can relocate El Presidente to somewhere a bit closer. I don't think that much is going on around this area. Okay. So everything's pretty tight knit. Everything's working properly. Change this one. Change this. Unemployed vacant jobs. So let's build up our coconut plantations first, or our coconut farmers. Go with the max budget on these guys. Coconut cutters on both of them. So now we're in a pretty good spot here. Now all we need is the housing. 24 homeless families. That is, I believe, 3 bunkhouses, but well, actually no, it's going to be 4. But let's build up like at least our whole first city block. Oops, actually before we do that, let's save a bit of money by going with the Edict Urban Development. Let's also activate food for the people. Okay, perfect. Now let's go through and build up our first bunkhouses. For the first area, we'll stick with the lowest budget. That's fine. And now everything is tip-top. It's all perfect right now. Let's go ahead and get a grocery down too, would probably be good. So, this area in the future, as you can see, if we built bunkhouses, it means that 2 bunkhouses can't be built here, but in the future a tenement can still fit here. So, that's why we can put these 2x3s kind of in the corners and they'll still be fine. Okay. Let's go ahead and build up these ranches as well. Get everything kicking off fairly quickly. And let's build up the grocery. So now we have like the most ideal start here. Maximize the budget. And we'll turn off allow local consumption on all of these buildings here. pasture prohibition. And we'll get manure fertilizer for this building here. Very good. So now we have a bunch of different food types being brought to our groceries. It'll take a bit before everyone kind of settles in. But this will be nice. Okay. Let's check the housing. Plenty of vacant homes, plenty of vacant jobs. So now, with time, we should start being able to produce some money from our little island here. And we're already going to be producing some fertilizer, and so very soon we can turn our plantations from multiculture back to monoculture. We just need to mix in numerous manure spreaders, and then we'll be in a good spot. People need to sail across to visit this little building here, but that's okay. And so with this run, what I'm going to do different is I'm going to keep all the happinesses up pretty high. And once the happinesses are up high, then hopefully no one will rebel strictly because they're unhappy. And hopefully they rebel just because they don't agree with the faction choices that we're going with. And so then that'll allow me to kind of just kill off people who don't agree with the way the island's set up, like a true communist dictatorship. But for now, I'm not going to do any times 4 speed as well because I feel like that just quickly makes me get way ahead of myself. So we're going to keep it very civil, very communistic in the beginning, like any other normal communistic beginning to an island. And just like that, we have our first city block completely tiled in. Very good. Have a pirate cove, sure thing. Build a teamster's office. Let's do the pirate cove right away. It would be nice if we could move along to the next era very quickly. Wow, there's like nowhere around here that we can build. That's kind of annoying. Not even right here. And we could do it here. Maybe we could even do it over here. Yeah, we'll just stick it here. Quick build it. We have the money for it right now. 10 revolutionary immigrants. Hopefully they give us another one. If we can get like 2 more, then we'll be in a pretty good spot. Let's go ahead and get the newspaper down as well. The newspaper could actually fit right in the middle of one of these plazas. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I still want it to completely affect all of the housing, and I think, yeah, right here will be the spot. Quick build that up. Smallest budget, independent. Let's make sure we have the educated population for this. We do not. So we're gonna need, we have 2. We'll need everyone for this, so we'll just go ahead and do that. And everything is looking good. Starting to get food into our grocery here. What is pretty nice is that with the food for the people edict, it actually increases the service quality of groceries. So that's pretty nice. And then all we need to do is stuff them with just a handful of different food types and we'll get a pretty high food quality right in the beginning of the game. So that'll be pretty nice for us. We're going to make this whole beginning area focus strictly on producing food. So let's go through, check out our fish populations. We have 2 here, and then 1 way over here, 1 way over here, 2 way over here. So we'll just build these 2, and hopefully that's enough for the foreseeable future. So we already have meat and hides. Hides aren't too important though. We should build up. I might build a tannery right now. I really want to. It's gonna have some pretty gnarly pollution, so I think here would be a better spot. Yeah, let's go ahead and build that up. I believe we already have the hide production, and if you check out the beginner's guides, something that I go over is, let's check. I think it's here. Goods and prices. Sort by price. So now it's a pretty decent list here. And if we go to the very bottom, hides. Hides are like always going to be really low, at least in the beginning. Sometimes they go up, but hides aren't worth a whole lot, and we're kind of producing a lot of them. And so if we turn hides into leather, we can see it's like way more expensive. So just getting this down early on is a pretty good decision. Freda pulled away with a bunch of people. And we're... Oh, she wants to build the library. We're in a pretty good spot now. I hate building libraries early on because they're expensive and they don't really do anything besides giving you research points. But we'll build it just to appease them for now. We'll build it there. And we'll just quick build it. Hopefully that gives us even more people to... Or well, hopefully, like, getting this done quickly, I'm hoping that it will allow us to get another demand fairly quickly. So it's got an input for 4640 hides, that is, and we have an output of well over that. So each of these cattle ranches here, 2320, so 2 of them should be enough to fuel 1 tannery. We don't want to do more the better, and we'll leave that how it is. Okay, so 2 of these should be enough to fuel just 1 tannery, and we have 3 of them, so it should never run into production problems. And we can check it later on after a couple of years of it existing. Check our population. 48. That's over 60, so if... Oh, we're gonna need... Well, let's check. We're gonna need more educated people, I believe. So 14, there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I believe, yes, we have enough. Okay. Homeless families, we need more bunkhouses. Let's make each different bunkhouse block here a little bit colored different. I think that'll be nice. Alrighty. So let's just go ahead and fill in any open areas with some parks here. Cool. 2 city blocks down. Let's just quick build 2 of them to get people moved in. Nice and early. Now we're producing some leather, which is really good. This makes me wonder if a crocodile ranch is actually worth it. I think it might be. Build a tavern. Oh, if we can get this done before... Let's build it over here. Oh wow, we did it. So we should get like 20 people here. Over 20 people, I think. Yeah, we got over 20. The reason is that we got 10 for building the library and another 10 for building the tavern. And those 20 people are actually all revolutionaries. So we have 70 revolutionaries to 25 royalists. And so that means that we are way ahead of schedule here. We can probably declare independence in 3 months and get away with it. That's pretty nice. Unemployed, we have lots of unemployed people too. Let's see here. So let's start building up some more ranches. I think we're ready for it. Or not ranches. Well, maybe ranches. Let's do a bit of planning here. So let's go ahead and build up our first manure spreader. Looks like we can fit in 1 plantation right here. So let's just do another corn, I think, unless we can fit. If it's over 90, I mean 88 is pretty close. Now we'll just build some further down. So we'll build a corn plantation here, 99% efficiency, and build up our first manure spreader here. Let's just quick build these because we do have the population for it right now. And let's start sending a road down this way. We'll go with this budget here. This budget here, turn off local consumption. Yeah, let's just see how monoculture does for a while. So let's see. We still need more people, more jobs. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm going to relocate this 2 spaces over. Hopefully it doesn't like delete this whole line. Wouldn't be good, but moving it over gives me a little bit more space to work with here. So let's start building up our first 2 pineapple plantations. Quick build these up as well. Let's make sure we have the housing for this. We do not. So let's go ahead and start on our next little bit of housing. Alrighty. Very cool. So we are in a pretty good spot now. Lots of jobs for people to work at, lots of good stuff going on. Nasal clamps. I mean, I could do pollination parcel here. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up for both of those. It would be more efficient to get even more pineapple plantations down around here. Maybe I could just do something like this one here. But let's see what we can fit in here. We can fit in another corn, maybe banana. Yeah, we can do banana here. Banana and then a pineapple. We'll let these ones get constructed up. Very convenient. So this means that 3 of these pineapple plantations are going to be giving each other bonuses, which is really nice. And at the end of this month, we should move on to the next era. We should be making plenty of money from our leather trades. Service quality 72, coconut and meat. But soon we'll have pineapples as well, and bananas. So that should go up pretty high. And the very next thing we need to do is new task. Cool. Just like that, we move on to the next era.
Don't touch that dial. It's got Canal Uno all over it.
For right now, we'll keep all people vote, and we'll go with passive estate. Reason we'll do these is because passive estate will allow us to not deal with rebels for a while, which is nice. And now we're going to need to start making everyone happy, so we should start focusing a bit more on whatever industries that we can get going. Maybe a cannery would be good, pineapples and fish. What else can we do? We can't really do anything with bananas, I don't think. Until at least we create a juicery, which is a ways off, so we'll avoid that for now. Rum distilleries would be nice, but I want to stick to just producing food. Maybe we'll do the canneries. And then we'll start getting down some fish. Fishermen's wharfs. Let's see. This is going to require electricity, so I said I did want to only be doing... Oh man, this is really far away. I hate spreading things out. No, let's just keep it simple. Let's just keep on building up production. We'll build up another tannery, I believe, somewhere. Let's see where we can get down some ranches. Some more ranches. We can fit like as many cattle ranches as we want in this area, so that looks like somewhere we'll go. What about goats? Up here as well, we'll mix in goats with them. So that's milk. So we'll just do goat and cattle ranches. That'll be good. Let's check in on our plantations. We need more bananas, so we can fill out this whole area with nothing but banana plantations. This single manure spreader is affecting all of those. Let's move El Presidente again. Move him over here. And let's start filling in these areas with some banana plantations. So we'll do 2 like that, another manure spreader, and then let's do 2 more banana plantations. Let all that construct on up. We have plenty of vacant jobs now, so as a matter of fact, we'll let that one get built. Actually, no, let's just pause these now. All of this, we're going to make ranches. Cattle and goat ranches. So we'll do as much goat ranches as we can around here. So 3 there seems fine. And then 3 cattle ranches here. Any more goat ranches we can make. We'll do 1 more here and then 2 cattle ranches to finish off this whole little ranching block here. Okay, and we'll just pause all of these buildings up. So now we just need a lot of people to move in, and we'll be in a good spot. Cool. It would be probably ideal to set up like at least 1 bus garage to take people to the ranches. Everyone else can walk, that's fine. Let's put this on the max budget and start doing rescue raids. Start beefing up our population as quickly as possible. Lots of vacant homes, still have some vacant jobs. And we're going to need to start making people happy, so let's see how the middle budget on our houses does for a while. We're also going to need a clinic. Let's just go ahead and demolish our old chapel and let's build up a church.
Raining death from the skies. The palace assures all its citizens that no country thinks Tropico is worth sending rockets against.
Build this one here and let's build up a clinic in the old chapel spot. Typically I don't do it, but let's go ahead and build up one of these little spots here. Make the statue base the new clinic that's going to be sprouting up soon. We need to make it to the next era to start replacing everything with tenements, so that'll be the next goal. Actually, let's get a head start on that. Go ahead and get an embassy down. Build it sort of out of the way. And then we need a commando garrison as well. Build it way off to the side so people don't get too upset too quickly. Alrighty. That's not good, but it's okay. Tapeworm epidemic. We already have food for the people, so people are actually eating a lot more food than normal, so now it's up to 3 units of food per person, which is kind of a lot of food. Usually you don't really notice it, but with tapeworm epidemic, it actually gets to a point where you do kind of notice it. And so we'll just unpause these buildings to be constructed around the time that new people are showing up. As a matter of fact, let's get 1 banana plantation underway. We still have vacant housing for a bit. Put this on high priority. This on high priority as well. As a matter of fact, let's just quick build these. We'll ally with the Axes. We'll praise them, and let's do a trade. Something that we can give them. Anything we can give them. Do pineapples. We'll do the second highest one. And that will allow us to request an alliance. So now we just need to sabotage the allies. Put this on the max budget. This will be the only expensive building I'm going to build for a while. Besides, of course, this, which is not too expensive, but kind of expensive. So hopefully these two manure spreaders can keep up with all the soil degradation that's going to be happening. Fairly confident, and now would also be a pretty good time to build up some additional Teamsters offices. Something that the island is currently sort of lacking. As a matter of fact, let's destroy this library. Don't need it. At least not right now. And in its stead, let's build up a Teamsters office. And let's build up another one. Over here seems fine. Very cool. Put these on high priority. I'd rather get them down right now. See how many people are moving in. Nine people moved in. That's pretty good. Still have lots of vacant jobs, so now we'll sort of leave it. And let's start doing sabotage the allies. Let's get 4 done as quickly as possible. So on this playthrough, we are cruising along very quickly, which is ideal. I want to get all the way to the modern times era as fast as possible, and what I want to do is this little system here. So it's nothing but food, and then yeah, just nothing but food. We'll get some fisherman's wharfs down, coconuts, even set up the food producing industry buildings, and then this area will be producing all of the food for the entire island, which is pretty nice. And then what I can do later on is just build little towns just like that one, all around on various different little landing sites everywhere, all over the island. And each of them I want to specify them to one specific like industry type, like a rum making place, the weapons manufacturing place, and just stuff like that. Maybe just those two, like a rum distillery place, a weapons factory place, and then nothing really else I can think of. Okay. Yeah, maybe just those two. So we'll leave the game playing while we kind of look at whichever one's better at producing sugar, because we have 2 islands here, 3 islands here. So maybe this area will be all for sugar production, and then we'll build some rum distilleries, maybe even like on this side over here. And once that's all set up, then our taverns here will be producing as much fun and happiness as they possibly can. That'll be ideal. And so we'll do that. And then let's also go through and check where we can get some minerals. The only things I worry about are iron and coal. We're going to kind of need a lot of it, so maybe this island here would be the place to go, because we could get iron, coal, and then a couple more coal and iron. Maybe even this one. So we'll make this kind of just like the mining area. You might mine everything out of this area and set up some bus stops to send everyone down to this little township we have here. So already partitioning out the island, pretty ideal. Sugar, little rum distillery town, a bunch of mining, little weapon producing town, and then maybe I can do something else for this little island here. And then what I'm thinking is somewhere around here at the very top of this hill is where we're going to make all the rich people. And so that's pretty far ways off, so we're just going to need to keep everything simple for a while. I mean, I could put this on the max budget, but that's very expensive. $91 a month for one building. Pretty expensive. We'll leave it on whatever gives me 50 or higher. We'll leave it on that. That's okay for now. Let's see what else we got going on. What else did I construct? I built the clinic up. Let's get anesthetization, and we'll leave it on the lowest budget for now. Well, let's compare it to the overall happiness, Caribbean happiness. So we're way above it, so that's good. We have too many jobs for me to want to unpause anything, so we'll just leave it exactly how it is. Go into ×2 speed.
Quick, Presidente.
Reach a state of alliance, we're already underway. All the commandos are gathering here at this little plain, as you can see. So that's where everyone's going, and then once they sail off, then
Animals and people alike celebrated across Tropico today as El Presidente ended the recent tapeworm crisis by making having seconds illegal.
Okay.
Presidente,
Build a theater. Probably not going to do that.
solve the problem of capitalism.
Once the commandos set off on their flight, then we'll just have to wait until that gets done, and we'll finish our first one. Our first sabotage raid, that is. And I still want to build a nuclear bomb. That's still definitely going to be the plan. So maybe I could move El Presidente up here, set up a nuclear power plant, or a nuclear bomb producing building, and we can get that underway. We just need more population so that we can start filling in the rest of these buildings. What I could do is unpause them, and then as soon as they're done constructing, I can quickly pause the game, pause the building, and then continue along, just so that they're done, ready to be unpaused at a moment's notice. With all of these ranches over here, we could probably get away with building like 2 more tanneries, which might be the go-to move here. I actually think that's 100% the move. Yeah, we're not really making a whole lot of money right now. And already someone immediately started working there. 10 people showed up. Very good. This rescue raid's probably getting pretty close to being finished. As soon as this little ship here shows up. So let's go ahead and get one more building done. Alrighty, this island is already looking way better than the last time I tried to do this. We're actually making money, no rebellion, it's pretty communistic. As a matter of fact, I need to research the newspaper. What am I doing? So we have that, and that means that I can start pushing everyone towards communism with this newspaper. So I'll go ahead and get that underway. Check soil degradation. You always want to be doing that. It's kind of growing, kind of bad, but hopefully it's okay. Go ahead and unpause this one and unpause this one.
Have revolutionized warfare, yet Tropico still has no air force. An official palace statement says, learn to fly one, then we will get planes.
Chrome tanning decreases consumption of hides. Not really necessary right now. We can ask the Axis for financial aid. I think I will do that. And as a matter of fact, that will allow us to buy some trade licenses, maybe get some better trade deals here. We can sell coconuts. We'll go ahead and do that. And nothing else is looking too good. We can import toys, and don't really feel like doing that. It's too much to try and import. It'll take 2 whole shiploads. I'd rather just do it if it was just like 1. Let's go ahead and build up another cavern out here. Max budget, all you can drink. Plenty of vacant jobs. Everything's looking really good. No one wants to work in the manure spreader. We need people working in the manure spreader. $16,000. That's more like it.
Hey there, Prez.
Build a police station. I think I'll hard pass on that for now. Maybe actually would be a good idea. I want to just focus on nothing but production for a while. So we've got every food type almost being produced. Let's go ahead and put down and subsequently pause some fishermen's wharfs. I like these two. Construct a road that goes down this way. Maybe we can get it to do a nice little bend here. Not really. Could look nicer. That looks better. Okay, cool. Let's just quick build both of these and pause them. Press play for a second. Max budget, allow local consumption, get fishing dredge on both of them. Let's do drift netting and actually go with this budget here. So we're not overfishing the population. Very nice, very nice. And we're going to start running into more housing problems. But luckily, our work mode is still active. So let's do another blue one here. So these two are facing inwards, and then these are all facing inwards here. Just like that. We'll just quick build that all up. The medium budget here seems to be serving well. Try and keep our overall happiness above the Caribbean happiness. Get the pompous bell. Oh, we already have it. 54. Pretty good, pretty good. There goes our first sabotage raid. And it looks like they're actually going to go ahead and start the next one. Very good. Oh, we already have 2 done. We only need 2 more. We'll be moving to the next era hopefully pretty quickly. Check our trade deals. I think it's still the last ones. Yep. So we'll just give it a little bit of time. Let's go into ×1 speed. Kind of get things in a pretty decent area, or a pretty decent... I can't think of the word. Okay, what I think I'm going to do is quickly make it to the next era. Or we'll at least finish all of our sabotage raids. So we'll actually put it in ×2 speed. And that'll be the end of episode 1 here. We're doing very good. With this on low budget, I don't think that the Teamsters port without having deckhands is like necessary. Should have plenty of vacant homes and vacant jobs. Very good, very good. So this is looking really good. Let's get another rescue raid done. Maybe. If they want to do it. Oh, well, we don't even have the raid points for it. Oof. Actually, we'll just cancel the rescue raids for now. There goes the coconut trade. We'll cancel these until we're done with all of our sabotage raids. We're still getting a decent amount of people moving in, so that's okay. Let's go ahead and unpause the next building. Banana plantation. I could probably get away with building up another clinic. Let's see what our healthcare happiness is. 36, yeah, we're definitely going to need another clinic. So let's go ahead and do that now. As a matter of fact, I could have put the clinics in the center here. That would be way better, I think. I still don't want parks in front of them, so go ahead and demolish this area up. Go ahead and demolish all of this up. And we'll build up another clinic here. And now we have room to build up some parks. Little waiting area out here. Cool. Urban development finally ended. It looks like it was only up for 5 years. That's fun. Funny. Because it says, I believe... Oh no, I forgot. I'm pretty sure they nerfed this recently because I could have swore it was 7 for like years. That's pretty crazy. We could destroy this park, move this clinic into the area, giving us more space to build more housing. Maybe even some better buildings around. As a matter of fact, I could just destroy this park and build up a second newspaper here. I think that's going to be the move right now. Double check that we are not allowing local consumption, so people get an actual decent food quality. There goes another sabotage raid. So, and it looks like, oh, I actually canceled the last one. Sabotage allies. Let's go, guys. And so now we can start doing rescue raids, because that's the last one we need there. Very good, this island's looking pretty decent. Did I move this? Is that why there's no one's working in it? Because just a bit early. Go with the lowest budget, that's okay. Another $7,000 for us, very good. Lowest budget on this newspaper as well. And this one we're going to put on Gunny, because we want everyone to be communistic, militaristic. So that's how we'll have it set up. One more sabotage raid to go, and that'll be the end of this episode. Check our population, everything's looking good. Time to unpause another plantation. Let's check soil degradation, hopefully it's not getting worse. Yeah, it's starting to get yellow, so this tells me that it's probably time to build up some additional manure spreaders. Let's go ahead and just put these on the max budget. Get nasal clamps on them. Hopefully that can help deal with a bit more. I'm going to wait to build the other tanneries until we have some of the cattle ranches going. Next up would be a goat ranch, so let's go ahead and get that one on pause, because that's milk, and that's another food source, making our population a little bit happier. Let's check our taverns. It looks like, nope, there's one that isn't completely booked, so we'll leave it as is for now. Let's go ahead and check the fish populations. As long as they're not like decreasing too much, then that's okay. Check the trades. Rum, don't have. We can import bananas. 2,000, that might be nice just to make them happy. Let's actually do all of these. Well, I don't want to waste too much money too quickly. So we'll chill as is. Hopefully these guys, oh, it looks like they're getting done with their raid right now. Very convenient. Oh, no, 3 months. Nope, it's all done. Wow. So we have to wait 10 years, but that's okay. That'll be next episode. Alrighty, that is episode 1 of our communist dictatorship, focusing a lot on the communism for this first episode, and it's gonna be like that probably for the first like 3/4 of the series, and then we'll start pushing the dictatorship onto people. But if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like. If you want to follow along with more series like this in the future, I'm going to be uploading daily for the foreseeable future, then be sure to subscribe. Peace.